Darin and Anita on Grand Strand. A music evolution. Now, Darin and Anita with your Grand Strand Artist Spotlight.
Darin and Anita on Grand Strand. Welcome back from a commercial break. And folks, I always tell you at this time of the show, and we've told you through the show, Anita, man, this is incredible. These folks hung out with us at the beach last year for the craziness, and we're going to talk a little bit about that. It was just craziness is what it was. Ladies and gentlemen, on the phone with us for the Spotlight interview segment is Lesa Hudson and Rick Strickland, the Rick Strickland Band. How you guys doing?
We're doing great.
Doing fabulous, brother.
It's Lesa and Rick. We want to thank you. We talked about this. I said, what are we going to talk to Lesa and Rick about? And I said, last year they stuck by us, Anita, at the beach.
They did. Yeah, they did. We really appreciate that, guys.
And because it was definitely crazy with the banging going on in the ocean and us trying to set up cameras, but we do appreciate that. And this year, Anita...
Well, I told you, this year coming up, it's going to be inside. Okay? I'm going to work it.
I'm going to work. Yeah, Anita's putting down that lady thing. This is how we're going to do it. And Lesa, she's doing that for you too.
That's right.
Well, let's get to this. I tell you, you guys are putting out the hits. The Rick Strickland Band, I think every member of the band has a song on the charts. And we'll just start. Lesa, I tell you, your song, Amazingly Amazing, is amazingly all over the place still. What's your secret?
I don't know, but it really has lived up to its name of being amazingly amazing. We released that song back out in August of last year, August 1st, and almost immediately it hit the charts, and just about every radio chart that's out there, and it's still on the chart. And I don't know, and everywhere we go, well, folks are always saying how much they love it, and they love to dance to it, and it's just been an amazingly amazing little song, and I'm real thrilled with the fact that folks love it, and just real honored to have achieved whatever success I've received from that. It's just awesome.
Yeah, what's the next tune for Lesa Hudson? Do you guys have anything you're working on right now that's coming from your stable of the band, because there's so much going on there?
Yeah, actually I do have a new song that I put out on a compilation with Pat Man and Robin, and it was released during April on their compilation CD, I Like It Like That. And the song's called Shame on You. Really cool little song. Got a good shag beat to it. Somebody said it has a great primal beat to it.
Right.
but it really is. It's an interesting song, and it was fun to do. But with the success of Amazingly Amazing, we're still kind of hanging in there with that one just to see what it'll do. I'm hoping it'll be a good hit for us during the summer as well, and maybe lead us into Cammy season next year, and hopefully get on the ballot somewhere along the way.
Well, I'm telling you, it's incredible. Rick, I know you guys, with those two songs, and both of you, I guess, and Rick, you're a songwriter as well and all that. Folks don't know that because y'all gave me a CD last year that was incredible stuff. It's not really beach music thing, but who was writing the Amazingly Amazing and the Shame on You song that's out?
I wrote both of those songs. Rick writes, obviously, all of our music in the Rick Strickland Band, but I write a few of them, and our drummer Tony Torre,
right,
he joined us Tony Torre, he joined us last year. He's also a songwriter too, and so we're real excited to continue bringing original music that we write to the world, and happy that beach music folks enjoy it as well.
Exactly. I've talked to a lot of songwriters and stuff over the years, and Anita, you're gonna have to get in here somewhere because I talk a lot. But just to get into it is songwriters, when you write a song and you're standing on stage and the folks who are mouthing along to you singing your song, they say there's a great feeling to that when somebody is mouthing along to your songs in like concert or at a show.
It's amazing, I'm just I keep referring to Lesa, but we had there's a song called So Do I, which is if I have calling cards, the two calling cards I have would be a song called So Do I, another one called Something Smooth.
Right.
On both of those songs, like on So Do I, especially when we get to the line, there's a spot where the music stops, and on the record I say So Do I, and when we get to that line, the whole crowd sings it with us now. I mean, I haven't sung that line in probably 2 years. And it is like, it's something that it's astounding every time it happens. It's like the first time. You
right.
Never get used to it, and you never take it for granted. And just to think that something that you created in your little room one night, means that much to that many people. It's just, it's overwhelming.
Right, a moving kind of thing. It is. Well, I tell you, let's get to, we're going to go ahead and do Amazingly Amazing coming up here. But you got Shame on You out right now, and I know over the last year, how many times, like Rick just actually said it there too, how many times have you had to say Amazingly Amazing to someone?
I think I've said it so much that people are starting to roll their eyes now. It's kind of like my catchphrase. People think it was a marketing ploy that I wrote that song, but it really kind of was the other way around. I wrote it, and it just kind of took on a life of its own.
And this year, you're going to be telling everybody shame on you.
That's right.
That's going to be the big. Me and Anita and I.
That's going to be my favorite phrase.
Well, Anita, I think you'll have much reason to say it around Darin if I just make it so, I'm sure there's lots of reasons.
Exactly,
yes. Just lay off my buddy Darin.
Yeah, thank you, Rick. Stick with me, man. Well, let's go ahead and give them the
Wait
song.
a minute. Let me say it now, Rick. Shame on you. Okay?
I love you, too.
Hey, Anita's done used it. There we go. We started. Well, we've got more of Lesa Hudson and Rick Strickland, the Rick Strickland Band, coming up. Stay tuned, folks. Right now, you go. Here's the song, man. It's still everywhere. Lesa Hudson.
Amazingly amazing.
Amazingly amazing.
Lesa Hudson right there. I'm telling you what. And Lesa and Rick still on the phone with us. Man, I'm telling you, there you go. The hit of last year. Shame on You coming up for Lesa this year. And now, Anita, let's get to the man. Rick Strickland, I know first you're dying to find out about those sneakers.
If you still have your personalized sneakers there, the Rick Strickland sneakers.
Oh, yeah, I do. Yeah, absolutely. My daughter called Converse and had those. She designed them and had Converse build them for me and send them to me.
Wow.
Yeah,
I like that.
That's amazing.
That is amazingly amazing. Yeah, she's a sneaky little rascal. She kept calling me on the phone and asking me, what size sneakers do you wear, Dad? And I go, well, why? She goes, never mind why. And so then she says, she asked me what kind of colors I liked and all that kind of stuff. I said, okay. And so she asked me, what's your mailing address? Your home mailing address? I go, okay. I gave it to her. So then about, a week later, the doorbell rings and I look down, there's a box, I open it up and it's a pair of Converse sneakers, with specially designed with my name on the side of them and all that stuff.
Yeah, I love those sneakers, I tell you.
I remember that now that you bring that up, the sneakers did. Now, can folks buy the Rick Strickland sneakers? Can they do that on your website?
No, those are one of a kind, buddy. I got the only pair.
But I have seen lots of people they wear their Converse sneakers to our concert and then they have Rick sign them. So
I love
that's always an option.
All right, Anita, as we move along with the music and find out more about Rick Strickland. Rick, the new song that's out right now, The Best of You, how did that song come about?
That's kind of, they all come about different ways, but I was kind of just hanging out one morning. I was actually in the studio, and the radio was playing up in the kitchen, and I could hear the radio playing. And there was a song by a gospel group called the Five Blind Boys from Alabama, which I'm nuts about those guys.
Right.
And I heard the tune played, and it was such an incredible song. And I can no longer remember what the song was, but it was like sort of the atmosphere and the spirit of the tune was what got me. It was just jubilant and happy, and their voices are so amazing. And so I just kind of said, man, I'd like to write something like that. That's a cool, form for a song. That would be something neat to do. So I went in the other room and I just started tinkering around. And I came up with this song, The Best of You. And of course, later on, I heard the song that I based it on, and it really doesn't resemble that song at all anymore. But the song was the inspiration in the sense that it just kind of just set me down that path, thinking in those terms. I sort of, my mother used to say I was ludicrously optimistic.
Ludicrously.
And I think, that's the message of that song is that you should, no matter what goes down, in your life, it can always be worse.
That's right, exactly.
It's that you should just be happy every day that you're on this earth and celebrate it.
Exactly. It's a pick you up kind of song. And and really beach music or Carolina beach music, and it is a happy, uplifting kind of music to start with, and I think that's what draws me to the Carolina beach music world somewhat.
It's funny, I did a CD last year called Lucky.
Right.
And there's a song on there called Lucky, obviously.
Yeah, we've got that in a rotation somewhat that we do a flashback.
It's got a line in it that says, the last line of the chorus every time is, "You can call me lucky and I won't disagree," and that's really how I feel. I mean, and I've had adversity like everybody else, but my life, I've always gotten to do exactly what I wanted to do. Mm-hmm. I've stubbornly refused to play anybody else's music but my own, and gotten away with it. So, I mean, what have I got to complain about?
Yeah, that's right. Well, I interviewed someone here a while back on the show, and one of the things that they said, and it's especially about in our market or the Carolina beach music market, really whatever market it is, it said as a songwriter, the next person that pins a song like a My Girl or something like that is, that's what you're looking for, kind of thing. That keeps the whole thing moving along and the evolution of it.
Well, it is crazy because one of the things that has been most amazing to me, again, something that blows my mind that I certainly don't take for granted, is that I've had other people now. I would never ever think of this in myself, but other people have referred to like my song "Something Smooth" and my song "So Do I."
Right.
And another one I wrote called "She Can't Fix Grits." I've seen all three of those songs now referred to by various people in print, and just people come up to me and refer to them as beach music classics.
That is. Mm-hmm.
And when "Something Smooth," was number one for like a whole year, and when it had been number one for most of the year, General Johnson called me on the phone. And I had previously known him, and he had expressed interest and admiration for my work.
Right.
But he called me on the phone. I'll never forget. He said, "Well," he congratulated me on the number one. He said, "Well, you're in the club now, buddy." He goes, "You got yourself a classic." He says, "When you're 90 years old, you can drag your butt on that stage and sing Something Smooth. There'll be somebody there to hear it."
So, Rick, Lesa, tell us, how can we find out about you and your website?
Well, we have our website at www.therickstricklandband.com. You can read all you want to ever know about the Rick Strickland Band, and you can order CDs from there. You can also check out our calendar. And come see us this summer when we're on tour.
Okay.
Cool deal. And we'll also, Anita, have links on our website, grandstrandshow.com, to get to there and find out more as well. Lesa, Rick, thank you so much for being on the air with us today.
Thanks for having us, Darin and Anita. We love y'all.
Yeah, thank you very much, man. It's been real fun.
Here's the new Rick Strickland song,
"The Best of You."
On Grand Strand, a music evolution.